Coach, if you could, maybe just a little bit initially about what guys like Bryson and John Boy meant to this program, and winning 3 games and coming really close to a 500 season last year.
Well, those guys, guys like that are irreplaceable. We're going to have to replace them somehow, some way, but the leadership and building the foundation of the program that they showed, and how they persevered through a 1-9 season, through the rebuilding process and all the work that they put in. That whole senior class, there was a lot of guys that were here in the weight room and we're here on the field, and we're encouraging all these young guys, really setting the tone for everything that comes in the future. But the way of the game is kids graduate and you have to replace them. So we're looking to find the next man up, and we've got some kids who are following their example, following their examples of hard work and a dedication and commitment, and I think we'll be okay. We've got some guys, younger kids, ready to step up and try to fill those big shoes.
And I know it's a 2-horse race at this point, but you could end up with another Ramsey at quarterback, huh?
We could. Landon Ramsey's a freshman. He was a very good quarterback last year as an 8th grader. He's come in and he's very intelligent. He learns things very quickly. So he's picked up the offense very quickly. He's gone out there and he can throw the ball, he can move. Before he was a quarterback, he's a very good running back and a very good linebacker as well. So we're looking for big things from Landon in the next 4 years. He's competing right now against Daniel Sherrill, who is one of the best athletes on the team. He's a baseball player who's got a big arm, one of the fastest kids on the team. He had 6 interceptions as a freshman last year at his free safety position. So if he doesn't win the job, then he can certainly help us all over the field as an athlete.
And you've got a new skill player in the mix off the basketball court. Could you talk a little about what Austin could do for you?
Oh, absolutely. We love basketball players, wide receiver. They're so natural going up and getting the football. They've got the footwork, the agility. Those sorts of things translate very well from the basketball court on the football field. Austin Drew and Devin Ramsey both are basketball guys. Devin played for us last year, and Austin is new coming out, but he's a big kid, physical kid. He's a natural rebounder. So we can put the ball up in the air and he can really go get the 50-50 balls. But on top of that, he's got the ability to make you miss in the open field. He's got the size and strength to break a tackle. So we're looking for big things from Austin Drew as he comes out on offense and defense. He's a tough kid. So he's a very good defensive football player as well. Devin Ramsey, he's a point guard type player on the basketball court, another very intelligent player, but he can make you miss in the phone booth. The kid's electric with the football in his hands. He's small. We're trying to add speed to him, but you can kind of underestimate him, I guess, because you look at him and he's 5'7", 130 pounds or so, and you think, well, that kid's pretty small, but he's quick, he's athletic, he can make you miss, and you take a look at his highlights. He's got a few highlights where he's running some folks over. But our other receiver positions, we've got a lot of guys that are athletes, work hard in the weight room, work on their speed, that are coming out. We're looking for Nick Shell to really come out this year. He's a fast kid, one of the fastest kids on the team, strong kid, and a kid that's added a lot of good weight this season. So for us, everything starts in the weight room. These kids have come out there and they've really bought into the weight program, which is tough to do when you're selling a 1-9 and a 3-7 season. And a lot of credit goes to these kids and the leadership that they have on the team, within the team itself, that they'll come out and they'll buy into that. We really push it, and that's, we're in the weight room 40 some odd weeks, more than 40 weeks of the year, and we're out here in pads for 16, 18 weeks or so over the course of the year. So if you don't love the weight room, it's probably not for you.
What do you see as being a couple of the primary strengths of this team, whether it's speed or line play or?
Well, we had some big injuries last year on the offensive and defensive lines, and because of that, we really threw some young guys into the fire. That hurt us last year, but hopefully this year it pays dividends. Our offensive and defensive lines are weight room warriors. Those kids, they never miss a day. They're here every day. They work hard. They got a positive attitude. We started 4 sophomores last year on the offensive line, and so we've got some young guys we're looking to step up, and we'll still be fairly young up front, but we'll be veterans. Colby Jones has started already. He's just a junior, and he's already started 20 football games for us. Nathaniel Oakes has started 11 games for us. Jordan Day started 11 games. Martin Nealon started 10 games. Logan Taylor's a young guy who's coming in. We're looking to contribute. Cody Drew's another basketball player that we've gotten to come out, and he's been a real pleasant surprise at center. He's very consistent snapping the football, smart kid, tough kid. That's Austin Drew's little brother. He's a real tough kid, and he's done a great job for us on the offensive line.
And I know it's kind of, coaches don't like to put the cart before the horse, but the kids are talking about 500 season or bust kind of thing. Does that seem like a realistic goal at this point for you, or?
I think it's realistic. We want to be realistic, but also ambitious.
Yeah.
We want to make sure that we're being competitive in our ball games this year and winning those close ones. We let 3 close ball games get away from us last year, and that when close ball games get away from you, that falls on me. And so we want to make sure that we've stepped up our game with regards to coaching and learning how to win and finish ball games. We lost Hancock County the first time around by 2 points. We lost to Pickett County. We were down at the goal line at the end of the ball game with a chance to score and win. And we lost to Jellicoe in a tight ball game that I think we let get away from us. So we had some close ball games, and we want to win the close ball games, and we want to take the ball games that we weren't as competitive in and make them competitive football games, and maybe steal one. That's what our goal is. We know our off-season emphasis as far as football-wise, other than the weight room, has been big plays and turnovers. If you +1 in the turnover margin, you're going to win 65% of your football games. If you win the big play game, you're going to win 76% of your ball games, and if you win both, you're going to win 95% of your ball games. And so if we can win the turnover ball game, win the big play ball game, I think we'll be in good shape. Turnovers, 68% of fumbles are caused by a second guy getting there and ripping the football. So we've had a real big emphasis this spring on ripping the football out when the second guy arrives. We do a turnover circuit every day. As far as big plays go, we want to win big plays on offense, and the way you get big plays on offense is you get the ball in the playmaker's hands. You put them in, you give them the opportunity to make a play. And so we've worked our X's and O's, gone to clinics, learned ways to get the ball into the hands of our playmakers. And defensively, big plays occur because of busted assignments and because of missed tackles. That's where we saw most of our big plays on film occurred, because either somebody missed an assignment or we missed a tackle. So we've had an emphasis on simplifying our defense, simplifying our assignments, taking away if and replacing it with same as, and we'll work tackling every single day. We do a tackling circuit every day. We want to be one of the best tackling football teams around, because it's going to limit big plays on defense, and we're going to create them on offense. And if we do that, I think that we're going to win our close ball games, and we're going to make a lot of these other ball games against the great teams of Carter County, hopefully going to make them competitive football games.